Hey guys, Otaku back at it again with another review. And today, we're going to be reviewing 91 Days. Alright guys, so 91 Days is an anime based on the Prohibition era. It's a
criminal and drama genre. The genre is criminal and drama, and it also has like gangs and mafia. So if you like that shit, that's
right up your alley,
or your asshole.
So our protagonist Angelo is seen going to his apartment, sitting down in his bed, and then pulling out a picture of a kid, and then it cuts to a flashback. So we see Angelo along with his brother and one of his friends, whose name is Kotio. So I mean they're playing, and then it's time for Kotio to leave, so he leaves. Okay. Afterwards, his mom informs them that his dad's coming, so they decide to surprise him, and then they hide in the closet.
Yeah.
Okay. And as soon as his dad arrives, another group of men arrive.
Vincent and his homeboys.
Yeah, Vincent.
His goons.
Yeah, his goons.
His goons.
Gang.
Slap that lizard on.
And then Vincent Vanetti arrives, and then he informs Angelo's dad that someone killed the Don. And then he talks about the plot of him taking over the family.
Vincent taking over.
Taking over the family, the Vanetti family. Afterwards, Angelo's family dies.
Well, they get murdered, massacred by Vincent and his goons. Gang.
Fortunately, just for the sake of progression of the story, Angelo did not die, and he is seen escaping. And he actually ends up at his friend Kotio's house. To which, afterwards, he spends the night and then leaves. And then we're cut back to the present time. So.
And from there, Kotio is making illegal alcohol, which is moonshine. That's some good stuff. You should try it out every once in a while. But so he's making moonshine, and some goon walks into his crib, right? And he tells him, "Hey, sell me your wine or whatever moonshine is." I don't know what kind of ale. I don't know what it is. I
think it was moonshine, bro.
Well, no, but like, what is it? An ale? A beer?
I think moonshine is like its own category.
Really? Oh, well. So this guy with a bat walks in, right, and he tells him, "Hey," or like he's an enforcer, I guess, and he tells him, "Hey, sell us your moonshine." So Kotio, he's like, "Whoa, man, no, we're not gonna sell it. We really want to make a high buck on this shit. We don't want to sell it just on the street."
Sure.
So Kotio gets his shit beat up, right, and Kotio gets his shit beat up, his shit is trashed, and then Angelo comes busting in, saves his ass, and then he's like, "Hey man, I have a plan how we can make real money off this illegal alcohol stuff you got going on there." And so from there they go to this it's like an underground bar, because Prohibition era, and then they can't really have it, just open. So yeah, so they go to this underground bar, and they're trying to sell their shit, and then out of nowhere some dude walks in. His name is Fango, and this dude looks like He-Man, right? I mean, with that like long Justin Bieber looking hair, and with a little red spot up here, right? And this dude is crazy as fuck. He walks in there, beats up a couple guys before he even walks in, really. And so Kotio and our main character Angelo get in a scuffle, right? They get in a scuffle with He-Man, Fango, and so they manage to escape. And when they escape, one of the guys that was there with them, they had befriended at the bar because they were protecting each other from Fango. And he turns out that this bearded man, he looked Irish. I swear he looked Irish. But so they're driving away, right? They're getting away, and he just fucking rips off that beard, and he's fucking Italian out of nowhere. He went from Irish to Italian, and he reveals his real name because turns out Fango was looking for a guy named Nero, Vanilla, Vanilla. So
Nero Vanilla.
he was looking for that dude, right? And turns out the dude with the beard was Nero or Nero. And so yeah, he turns around and he's like, yeah, I'm Nero Vanilla. And that's where the episode really ends.
Yeah, pretty much the episode ends.
Yeah.
But now that we talked about that, we pretty much summarized the whole episode for you guys. Welcome for that. We need to talk about a few things that we saw throughout the episode. And one of the things that I felt that we need to talk about is the fact that He-Man,
aka Fango,
looks like Angelo's brother. So, I mean, just based on the hair, I mean, it seems kind of obvious, but there's a few things that could possibly mean that maybe he's not his brother. For one, it looks like Fango looks a lot older than Angelo because he has like facial hair, and if you refer back to the flashback, they both look around the same age.
Yeah,
so it kind of throws it off. But then again, you have Nero, who took off his beard, which was a very realistic looking beard, by the way.
I swear he was Irish.
And so that, I mean, it could mean that maybe one, he uses like a beard or like facial hair to disguise himself, or two, he just has really good genetics.
Yeah, he just grows that beard.
Or like enough genetics to actually grow a decent goatee and stash.
Because his beard is black and his hair is gold.
Yeah, which is kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah.
But
that could be just animation, like that's the way they wanted it.
Yeah.
Right? That could be that too. So.
Yeah. And then of course, we have Nero at the very end. His big reveal that he is in fact Nero Vanetti, and takes off his beard. Go ahead.
One more thing about Fango is that so he has his blonde hair, right? And since when Angelo's brother got killed by Vincent and his goons, his little brother got shot on the side of the head. And then when you see Fango, he has this red spot around the same area where you saw him get shot. And I don't know if that's just like some hair dye or something, but I'm guessing it's where he gets shot, where he got shot, and he eventually bleeds every once in a while, and so he has like little splotches there. That's another reason why we think that it might be his brother.
Yeah, it could possibly be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did join a rival family. That would make sense, since he hates the Vanetti family. He would join the other family to counteract his hatred.
Yeah. And I could see there could be some people who would argue that, well, I mean, if that's his brother, why wouldn't he be able to recognize him? But there's some factors that played in there. For example, whenever Angelo left, first of all, he probably thought that his brother was dead.
Yeah,
most likely.
Definitely.
Also, as time passed, I mean, and you could also say that, well, why doesn't Fango know that that's his brother?
It's been 7 years.
I mean, he kind of got shot in the head.
He could have lost
and it's been very long as well.
It's 7 years, actually.
So 7 years, and he got shot in the head. So that could play a big part in him not remembering that that's his brother. So yeah, and also let's talk about at the very end of the episode, whenever Nero reveals that he is Nero Vanetti. Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen? I mean, the whole plot of this anime is for Angelo to get revenge for the death of his family.
Yeah.
And Nero, he's in the same car with a guy.
The son of Vincent.
Yes.
Actually, I think.
Is it?
I think it's the son of Vincent.
Well,
Vanetti.
He's in the same car with him. And he's plotting revenge. So what do we think is gonna happen in the next episode? Well, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
I think Angelo's gonna play it cool, really, because if he really wants to avenge his family, I think he's gonna try to play it cool. That way he can get closer to the Don. That way, so he's probably gonna befriend Nero. He's gonna try to befriend him and stuff. And eventually when he gets close enough to where he meets the Don, he's probably trying to pull something slick, like pull a gun out or something. That's what I'm thinking personally. And I'm thinking the reason it's called 91 Days is because maybe he succeeds in 91 days.
Yeah, that's what we think is going to happen for the next episode, but we're just going to have to find out next week. But besides that, guys, we'd like to know your thoughts on this next episode. Make sure to smash that like button if you like what you saw. And remember, guys,
Eat your veggies, watch your hentai, because they'll bring you good health.